yards. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
31's the mic. We're back in 60. Not just play. Not just play. 31's the mic. Check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
33-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Line number 10.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Ravens, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mac Wilson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going up top. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A big big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
54's Mike. Check.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The quarterback.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Number 8. It's a gain of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 13.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 31's the mic. Stop your whining. 31's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Mustang 19. D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 31's the mic. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
Out of the gun now on third down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
8-yard line.
They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Number 8.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they try the right side here. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 20.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Number 8.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got him.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Rap. 31's the mic. Hey, Smash. I got you.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
31's the mic. Coming this way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's get it. Hurt. 29 is the mic. Watch the slack. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
2nd and 14. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 40.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54. Watch 54. Check smash. Check smash.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To Mark Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 24.
At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Marcus Davenport in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So that'll back him up 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
31's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rolling, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now a handoff looking right.
Ain't doing it.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
celebration.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Browns, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.